Hey everyone, my name is Aisen and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you're just starting out with Python, or even if you're brushing up on the basics, you're in the right place. In this lesson, we're going to focus on Python's basic data types and data structures. These are the foundation of everything you will build in Python. So it's important to get comfortable with them early on. We'll begin by doing a quick overview of the core data types you'll use in Python. You don't need to memorize everything. This is just an introduction, and we'll go into more detail on each topic in upcoming lessons. Basic data types in Python. Here are the essential data types you will encounter. If you want to work with whole numbers like 5, 100, or even negative ones like -3, you use a data type called int, which stands for integer. So anytime you're dealing with numbers that don't have any decimal points, Python treats them as integers. In Python, when you're working with numbers that have decimal points like 3.14 or 100.0, you're using what's called a float that stands for floating point number. So anytime you need more precision like measuring height, weight, or percentages, you would use a float instead of an int. In Python, if you're working with text, you'll use something called a string or str for short. A string is just a sequence of characters like words, sentences, or even numbers, but they're always inside quotes. For example, hello is a string and so is 123, even though it looks like a number. You can use single or double quotes. For in Python, the bool type is used to represent truth values. You can only have one of two possible values, true or false. These are used when you want to check if something is correct or not, like whether a condition is met. Just remember, true and false always start with a capital letter. Now let's talk about structures that help you group and organize data. Alright friends, let's talk about lists in Python. A list is just a collection of items, and the cool part is they can be different types. For example, you can have numbers, words, even decimals, all in one list. And we write them inside square brackets like this: 1, high, 3.5. They are in the square brackets. Now let's look at dictionaries in Python. A dictionary is like a mini database where you can store information using key value pairs, like saying name Lona. Here name is the key and Lona is the value. We write dictionaries using curly braces, like the example. It's easy, right? Next up is a tuple. It's kind of like a list, but with one big difference. It can't be changed after you create it. That means once it's set, it's locked in. We use parentheses to write it, like this: open parentheses, 10, comma, Isen inside quotes, close parentheses. So if you want a fixed set of value that stay the same, a tuple is your go-to. Alright, now let's talk about sets in Python. A set is a collection of unique values, so no repeats allowed. If you try to add duplicates, Python just ignores them. We write sets using curly braces, like this. It's perfect when you need to store values without any duplicate. If you are enjoying this content and want to keep learning with me, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who are starting their Python journey. It really helps me out and keeps this learning community growing. Now, a few tips to keep in mind. Don't worry if it all feels new or confusing right now. That's completely normal. We're going to explore each of these data types and structures step by step in the next few lessons. You'll not only see how they work, but you'll also write your own Python code using them. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'm Aysen and I'll be with you throughout this Python journey. See you in the next lesson.